Hello. I'm going to talk about using AI to streamline travel expense report submission. So the problem I'm trying to solve is, as a business professional, when you travel for business, one of the headaches you will encounter is you need to submit the travel expenses, which can be very time consuming. They are a lot of paperwork. You need to start with collecting your receipt. Then you need to upload your receipt to the system. So for me, like others, this can be a headache, and very often delay of the submission can cause issues to finance and accounting team. So that is the problem I'm thinking AI could help. The second task here is to identify the key tasks associated with this problem. So I think that I listed the, the workflow for this process. I think the first step is to collect the receipt, upload to the company travel website such as Concur. Then we need to categorize those receipts based on the type of expense such as lodging, food, conference, stuff like that. Then we need once we categorize those expense, we also need to identify the cost center. The last step is to determine who is paying this, whether this is out of your own pocket or this is paid by using the company credit card. So state your insight from the task analysis. I think my insight here is I feel the categorization step could likely be solved by AI because the AI could scan the receipt and determine what type of expense is this. So user experience design. I think the user experience design should be relatively straightforward. Once the user submits all the receipt, the software should ask if the user want to use AI to automatically prepare for the report. Always the user can choose no. In that case, they can manually prepare the report. Describe your approach to each of the following key consideration. I think we definitely need a feedback loop. After the AI prepared the automatic report, we should ask the user to confirm whether the classification is correct. If not, user should have the option to override and correct the report. I think transparency on the model, we should somewhere on the UI display a message to the user that AI is being used to help prepare the initial report. Communicating uncertainty. I think for most classification, AI should be doing a good job, right? I think food, lodging, um, other things is less confusing, easily identified. But for certain items that AI does not have sufficient data to train, I think in those cases we should leave those prediction as blank. Privacy consideration. Yes, I think a receipt and a credit card transactions, they are all sensitive information, and they are also tied to the name, time, location of the activity. So we should definitely follow all the applicable law and policy to ensure the data, to protect customer data privacy. Describe which privacy law are applicable to your product. I think in my specific application, the users are based in Europe, so GDPR will be the applicable law. Ethical consideration. I think training where the bias you anticipate. I think the bias of the training will be likely from the name of the venue where this expense took place. Sometimes the activity happened in the restaurant, I mean, in the hotel. It doesn't mean this activity is for lodging because it could be for dining, for gift buying gift, stuff like that. I think this intrinsic bias based on the name could be an issue. The last question I need to answer is explain how your product will meet the three goals. I think fairness, we will present this option to all the users. The users have the option to either choose this or choose not to use this. The second is accountability. We need to have a dedicated PM to monitor the performance of this model. And also this person will be responsible for collecting user feedback so we can ensure the model receive regular update over time. Transparency, we should label AI is being used in the whole process. Thank you.